4th of July 2026. So here I'm going to talk about a song by James Cleveland and the Gospel Workshop Music of America. And it's called Don't Forget to Remember. So I'm going to be looking up and looking down because I wrote the words out. The first stanza says, when we get a little money and get on our feet, why do we change? Whatever God gave you is no more than what you need. Why can't you remain the same? Today can be as bright as a noonday sun, but tomorrow you can wake up and everything you have is gone. Don't forget to remember where all your blessings come from. And the second stanzas go on to say, when we get a little money and think we're doing fine, why do we change? How come we can't learn to be the same way all the time? Why don't we remain the same? You be careful of the little mean things you do, because what you're sending out is going to come back to you. Don't forget to remember where all your blessings come from. And I'm going to put that song in the link, but I'm also going to attempt to play it right now for the background.
When we get a little money and get up on our feet, why do we change? Whatever God gave you, it's no more than you need. Why can't you remain the same? Today can be as bright as the noonday sun. Tomorrow you can wake up and everything you have is gone. Don't forget to remember when we get a little money and think we're doing fine, why do we change? How come we cannot learn to be the same way all the time? Why don't we remain the same? You be careful of the little mean things you do. And remember what you send out, it's coming on back to you. Don't forget to remember where all your blessings come from. Just want to leave this thought with you. Don't forget. Don't forget to remember where all your blessings. I believe we can say it one more time. Go!
that's one of my favorite songs from the Gospel Workshop Music of America, and featuring James Cleveland, the founder of the Gospel Music Workshop of America. But just remember, don't forget to remember where all your blessings come from. So, as I stated before I played the song, and not really gonna do a walk, but I might change my mind and do so since it is early. It's cooler, breezier, the temperature is lower, and the air quality doesn't look too bad, but everybody's talking about smoke and stuff, and I just have not, it just hasn't come over to me. I haven't felt it or smelled it or anything like that, so I don't know if my sense of smell is gone or whatever, but today I'm gonna chillax, because just for the reason of I need to stay close, and I kind of want to take off and go. I want to take off and go really bad because the breeze is really nice, and but I don't want to prolong this video. I don't want to make it too long, and but I don't know. I decided to wear my kente cloth and for today. Well, I was trying to dress up with all my Pan-African colors and cloths and stuff like that, just in general. And it's the 4th of July, and there's always a question like, should black people really celebrate the 4th of July? And then there's the argument of, you know, they say yes we should, because the 4th of July is not about the freedom of people, but it's the birth of a nation. But no, when you look at all of that, it is about freedom. It was freedom from the British. But then here comes the question: had not America got their freedom from the British, would slavery have ended sooner? Because the British ended slavery while America continued to have slaves. And so I guess if we want to celebrate with the concept of birth of a nation, then okay. But if you want to celebrate freedom, remember every time they would show those pictures and everything, you see the slaves in the cotton field, and for you to say it meant for all of us, what you're saying is when they said all men are created equal, you agree it doesn't include us. But I know we have to move on. I know everybody says you have to move on, you have to do that, and we've gotten past that, and so we do get out there and we do celebrate, because you know what? We've been on this continent for over 400 years. When do we finally say we are Americans? That we are American, good or bad history, you know, we celebrate the good and we celebrate the bad, because we come this far by faith. And it's everyone's life and quality of life depends on how we look at life. Our ancestors went through a lot, but we're not our ancestors. I don't think we are strong enough to go through what they went through, but we're a different generation, and our ancestors prayed and hoped for us to live the life that we are living right now. And so if not anything, celebrate our ancestors, celebrate where we are, and how joyous our ancestors would have been if they could look at our lives compared to their lives, and all the things that they went through and sacrificed so we could be where we're at right now. So yeah, go ahead out and celebrate. Matter of fact, any opportunity you have to get out and celebrate, because this life is hard, it's rough. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. If you get up in the morning and you're happy about something, go celebrate. Now, I'm not talking about go out there and get drunk and drink and all that stuff. I'm talking go out, be happy. Go have a lunch. Whatever you do, go get lunch. Go get up with some friends. Go have a milkshake. Go have an ice cream cone. Celebrate. Whenever you feel like celebrating, celebrate. Don't let anybody tell you you can't celebrate anything. You can celebrate it in the way you want to celebrate it. So yes, it's okay if we celebrate the 4th of July. It's the birth of a nation. and we help build this nation. I decided go ahead and walk. It's the right temperature. It's the perfect temperature to go ahead and walk. And of course, I did not bring my watch, so I have to pause. The watch is a great thing, and it does me not do me any good. Here we go. I don't know, can you see that? Sometimes I don't know where the camera is when I'm doing like that. I'm gonna set it to walk. It does me no good to have the watch if I don't use the watch. I could take my phone along to tell time. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and walk and come in and out of the walk. So here we go. Today is a little, call it cloudy, but really smoggy, because we have the Colorado-Utah fire. And it's weird because the Utah border is about a good 4 to 5 hours away from where I live. And we've even had summers where the fires from Canada would blow over our states up here in the north, and we could smell the smoke strongly. I mean, strong. And it's how funny we're all connected, that wow, a part of our land is going through something, it has a domino effect on the rest of us. So right now, yeah, there's the sun, partly because it's not that late. It's not that bright, so that's why I'm walking now. And also because we got some weathers, we have some disasters happening around us. So, and it's a little, if you look ahead, it's a little, I don't know what that is, but it's a little, as they said, smoggy. But we're gonna carry on. So at this point, the sun is beating down a little more than usual, maybe because I have a scarf on that I'm holding in the heat. So I'm gonna cut my walk short, and I'm gonna head back to the home front, because you can. If at some point in time you feel like you need to go back, you don't have to continue. You can go later in the day or try again tomorrow. I fell short of my walk, 25 minutes only, and I think the mileage, let me look and see, 0.7 miles. I didn't get to the 1 mile. I'm not feeling bad about that. Matter of fact, I think that was the right thing to do, is just stop and come back. All of a sudden I was feeling sluggish, tired, and it could be environmental. And I said, don't go too far, go back. And that's what you have to do. You gotta do that. You gotta be careful, slow down, and get back close to home if you need to. So that basically concludes my walk today. I hope you guys are having, or will be having, because it hasn't really started yet, a great cookouts. Hopefully you're not, if you're living in an area such in Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, Arizona, some parts of California, hope you're not shooting off fireworks. Be mindful of fireworks should not be so important that you don't care about the safety of others, your property, their property. I mean, like, it's fireworks. What's the, I don't know the how do you say it, obsession with them, that you can't go boom boom and all of that. And I know it's a celebration. I like watching the fireworks. I like 4th of July. Used to meet up at my daughter's house before she moved, and we would grill and we go to the park and watch the fireworks all over the place. One year it looked like we were being bombed in Gilead and Baghdad, like bomb in Baghdad. It was so frightening. I mean, it was traumatic. And it was right after 2020. Yeah. And people were kind of out more now. It was when it was kind of toward the fall. You know, we're going toward that fall. And people were out there shooting off firecrackers like crazy. And it was smoke. And it was just like, I thought I was in a war zone. I have a video of that. And if I remember, I'll go do the link to it. So, but it was, you know, it's 4th of July. But for once, we got to be very mindful that it's not, this is a whole different thing going on. Climate change. We haven't had hardly any moisture. They said that we might have some this afternoon. We've had fires all over the place, and we just got to be mindful. So you might have to use your sparklers or one of those, you know, those pop things that you take and you throw it on the sidewalk and it goes pop pop if you really needed to hear all that noise. But yeah, I wanted to come out 4th of July night from my porch and just sit down and watch the fireworks and stuff, but it's not going to happen. All the big fireworks are going to be canceled. They are canceled, so there are no fire shows, and I get it. And so I don't, you know, I'm not against fireworks. I know people say, you know, it just disturbs their dogs, and then there's these veterans with PTSD and PSTD, BDTS, post-traumatic PTSD. But anyway, yeah, I know how my brain works these days. It can't grasp a lot of stuff, but I mean, it can, but it gets confused sometimes. But anyway, well, not confused, but things don't come out correctly. It's almost like a dyslexic brain. But anyway, so, you know, they would like for that to stop altogether, and I get you there. But it is a celebration. People are going to celebrate. It's going to be tough. I get tired of, you know, during this time of year, 2, 3 in the morning, they're still shooting off fireworks, you know, especially when I used to have to go to work. You know, that was annoying, but that's the season. That's what's up. You know, I get you. But you know, we persevere through it, and we can move on to the school season, and then we can move on to the fall season with all those wonderful holidays coming up in the fall. And then, you know, we just move on. So happy 4th of July, y'all.